Welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink. So today I am going to review a Caperdonich Signatory year 2000, 20 years old. It's a slightly older release, so it's not the most recent Signatory release. Look, like anything out there, as soon as it becomes finite, as soon as it becomes rare, the value starts to go up. Caperdonich they actually release distillery bottlings. You can get them from duty free, and they're quite readily available. So as far as closed distilleries go, they are still the cheapest, or one of the cheaper ones out there. And it's always interesting because obviously the recent shutdown and a relatively recent style. So it's not like your 1970s, 80s type of distillate. I mean, this one is from 2000, bottled in 2020, 20 years. 58.1%, 244 in a suburban hogshead. So look, I've never been a big fan of Caperdonich in the past. I've had quite a few BBR and, distillery bottlings, and actually the distillery bottlings of Caperdonich ain't too bad. But it's never been something that I, got moist over, to be completely honest. But, there's always a first, and you have to keep an open mind, because that's what this is all about. Whiskey, food, cigars, coffee, whatever it is, whatever the Epicurean journey path you're taking, you have to keep an open mind, because if you don't, then you're closing yourself off. So here we go. Caperdonich, and of course I am using the 1920s butt plug, blender's butt plug. Let's see how this goes. Let's get nosing. White sugar syrup, simple syrup, a little bit of brown sugar, immediate citrus. I'm talking lemon oil, lemon juice, toffee, some caramel, buttered popcorn. I'm getting a fake raspberry juice, a raspberry cordial. When you go to a supermarket and get that concentrate, I've got a little bit of that in the nose. I'm getting vanilla, quite a strong vanilla. I think that'll definitely be from the hoggy. This bourbon hogshead might have been quite expressive, but definitely quite a strong vanilla note. A hint of candied ginger, white pepper, green peppers, like fresh green peppers, like capsicum peppers. But there's a heat to the nose. Even the nose has a heat to it. I'm getting a cereal note, like brown rice, uncooked brown rice. When you open the packet and you handle it and you pour it into the rice cooker, and then some of that brown rice dust starts to come out. I'm getting some of that as well. But the nose is relatively pleasant. Quite a strong nose. It smells very acidic, slightly vinegary. Vinegary is the wrong word, but it's on the acidic side of the nose. Quite a harsh nose, actually. But pleasant. But let's get sipping. Unripe apricots. Definitely citrus forward. Very citrus forward here. Whew. Very hot on the palate. This is what I was afraid of. Very hot on the palate. When you have distillery bottlings of Caperdonich, they don't taste as hot on the palate. They blend them out. But being a single barrel, you know, some whiskies do extremely well single barrel, and some whiskies don't. I think Caperdonic is in the category of doesn't do well in single barrels. And to be honest, it's probably why they shut them down. The flavor is so distinctly hot and peppery and spicy. I'm getting chili spice, jalapeno spice. The green capsicum has become a chili spice. I'm getting a fresh ginger heat. Okay, so as my palate starts to acclimatize to the burn, to the heat, I'm getting a little bit more. I'm getting some fruit. I'm getting a little, like a varnish, floor varnish. Quite a acrid, medicinal, chemically taste. It's a very challenging whiskey. And I really wanted to like it. But right now I'm not really liking it. It's not the prettiest of all. Oh. The nose was quite pleasant, but the taste is just something else. I'm getting a slight hint of golden syrup, a floral note that I can't put my finger on, okay? I can't put my finger on it. Let's just say it's a bouquet of flowers in a flower shop. Look, I'm gonna call it. I don't like it. I'm gonna call it, I don't like it. Caperdonic, we always buy it because it's always interesting. It's always interesting to have Caperdonic because it is a recent closure. Comparing it to older closures or older expressions of rarer whiskies, this I can understand why they shut it down. I mean, some whiskies I'm like, why did you shut this down? This is so fucking delicious. But this, I don't know, Caperdonic just, I don't think it's my jam. I haven't had a Caperdonic yet that I went, wow, that is excellent. It's fiery. It's off kilter, it's non-balanced. And you know what, I'm not for balance, but it's so off balance and so sharp and hot. I mean, it feels like I'm eating a bowl of fucking Sichuan noodles over here. It's just so hot, like the heat is just lingering. The finish, you gotta give it, the finish is long, it's hard, and it's brutal. But there's not much else going on with it. It's not something that I would be like, wow, that is delicious. You know, I wouldn't rob an old man coming from a liquor store holding a bottle of this. I just wouldn't rob him, you know. Some other bottles, yeah, I'd rob that guy. Yeah, I'll club him over the head and take his shit. But this one, nah, he can have it. Whatever, man, you know, they can have it. But it's just, I'm just not a big fan of Caperdonic, I'll tell you. I haven't had a good one yet. Or I haven't had one yet that really tickled my nuts, my nutsack. And you know, like, in my opinion, if you're going to pay the price of this bottle, why would you, you know? And I love Signatory Vintage, don't get me wrong, I love Signatory Vintage, and I was hoping this was a good one. I think this is my first Signatory Vintage Caperdonic from memory. And I was hoping it's a good one, but no bueno. Until next time, make sure you eat, smoke, drink. Cheers.